Thursday's reading. Thursday's tarot reading. Tarot Thursdays. Let's see what is here for the collective on this day. I'm the tide of a change this week. Hope everyone's enjoying the sunshine in the UK. Right, when Rabbit comes out, it says here the creativity is at your peak, fertility. This is about rebirth and new things happening. So if the week's been a bit tough, making you aware of what needs to happen, today is when the rebirth starts to happen. Perhaps the drama's over and done with for now, and now it's what do we gain with our new knowledge? How do we move it forward? Where are we going? These are all questions that should be asked. Now, when Rabbit comes out, there's obviously a shadow side to the rabbit. Freeze. When danger's sensed, do we freeze? How do we act when there's pressure on top? Are we overly aggressive? Do we fight? Do we freeze? Do we fawn? I forgot what shit we have on this. Well, do we flight? Yeah. Do we run away? So it's how do we act in that time when Rabbit comes? But this is about new beginnings, birth, babies. Perhaps there's a few people that will find out today about a new life coming into their existence. Maybe it's not them, maybe it's around them in the family, but this is about building new life now. Building new life. So today is a day for manifestation, folks, and starting the creative process of making new whatever project. It could be landscape in the garden, good luck in this heat. It could be a new workshop. It could be I'm going to pick up a paintbrush for the first time in a long time. But today is the day where if you put something into action, it will start to come to fruition. So please use that power, especially when the Rabbit comes up, the day of rebirth. Right, let's see what free cards we've got for Tarot Thursday. Oh, we'll do them upside down first. That one. That one. Right, let's have a little look. What comes out on this creativity day? The old crumble, the old new. What's actually been bounding us? Use this day to create new, remember? So we've got to realise what we are bound from. Perhaps the material things all around us, they might be crumbling a little bit. Perhaps looking at the way that the world works and realising that material objects and things and ownership are all tactics for some sort of leverage. Or how is that leveraging you? What are the worries around that? This card is about taking stock and having a look at what we don't want to bring into this next creativity period of today. So what are you bound by? This isn't number 9, so this is an end of a cycle. So it's time. What are you releasing? Why? Now, it's your choice, while everything crumbles, to either be bound by what you're losing or see the necessary crumble go on so that we can move forward, but with new faith and new comprehension. Now, it's important to allow yourself. It's like what you might have been found that you've been down in the dumps. You might have found like there's been someone on your mind, or there's been a a situation in mind, change coming up, and last few days I've been really massively about this change. So, but now we're in that, what am I bound by? It's like, let's have that faith, people. Let's have the faith. Let's believe in the Great Spirit, as I call it, the true Great Spirit, the Creator, your God, your universe, whichever you want it. Let's believe in your higher self that you've got this. You know that it's about faith going forward, and allowing ourselves to be unbound by what was holding your creativity back. Again, second time this week. This came out on Tuesday, this card. So again, creativity's at the peak. This is about being smart. Okay, today this one means about being smart. Again, accepting things that seem to be too good to be true. There are many ways to achieve what we need to achieve in life. It's not all about force. It's not all about asserting dominance. You can use craft. You can use wit. You can use patience, and almost a passive sort of view to be able to achieve what we need to achieve. But all of it, you need your strength. So in this creativity period, as we're coming, what we're born new, this is pretty much about what we're saying we don't want to carry on in this creativity. So again, I want to say this is a warning card at the system, at what we're being fed. You know, what's actually true, what's actually not. What other bullshit is being projected and forced onto you? What are people trying to program you with? This does not serve the creative period. Okay. But this is the day to find out where that comes from in your own life. Now, it's not about being paranoid. It's not about being scared of it. It's just, this is awareness. What can hold me back? It could be you're manipulating yourself so you haven't had so you don't feel hurt again. And it might be our own selves that project out to keep safe. This is really important. We start looking at this and how this is bounding us. So these cards are definitely overlapping today. Definitely overlapping. Because we want this creative spark to come out. We want this new rebirth. These two have to be consultated. It's been a bit of a tough week. I know if we look at stocks and investments and precious metals and things like that, that's going through a little rocky time, ready for the rebirth. Love this card. Again, it's another end of the cycle. This side of this card heavily links to all of this. So it's, where am I being bound? Where am I being squeezed? Where am I being manipulated? And remember, folks, we all want to be good and nice, but sometimes being good and nice and doing what you're told is what's going to actually get you in trouble and make you feel bound even more. So half of this card on this day today is linked to this here, but I'm going to offset this because this is where we've got to see the magic and the light, and it's where your attention goes. This is where the focus is. So intention, attention, intention, attention. So intend and then put your attention to it. Now, everything should be in balance. Like the yin yang flowing, everything should be in balance. I'm going to add a card to this one today for Tarot Thursdays. So I'm going to see, just for this one, again, I think these cards have come out already this week, so it's a bit of a stormy time collectively, folks. This card is saying to have this as well. Let's look at the emotions that are holding us back. You know, he said, she said. If my father didn't treat me this way, if my mother didn't treat me that way, you know, if the teacher didn't take my sweets, you know, all this blame outwardly. Today is to feel, to help you get to this space of freedom and the magic of life. We need to feel it as well. This does feel like a turning point today, of this week particularly. It does feel like a turning point, but there's still the distractions. There's still the woes. There's still people asking for more than you can give. Saying no, folks, is okay. Saying no, but the rabbit is, this is your day to be able to integrate what no longer serves. Love yourself so that the creativity can spark. But remember, ask yourself 3 questions. Is that my thought or feeling? Is it for my highest good? What can I do about it? If you get no to the first 2, I'm telling you, you can push it away and know you're picking up energy from elsewhere that's being projected. So that's it. Tarot Thursday, folks. Look forward to the next time.